in 92. And I was living a very quiet life there. And some other small things. But because of the exposure of the marathon, of the race now, and there's a road which crosses that place now. So people are saying, hey, Ibrahim, we didn't know you had this. So it's exposing me. I don't know whether it's positive or negative. But
no, exposure is exposure.
Yeah,
That's
so I think it's an exposure which I'm happy in some way, because I hope somebody is going to pick it up and then try to do better than even me. Invest and do better.
Okay.
So I think that's the positive I want to have to. I'm a director in charge of training the technical officials. So I work with Athletics Kenya, training technical officials, training the coaches, training the federation officials. So I'm the director. What I normally do is we have lecturers all over Africa, all the English-speaking countries of Africa. We have lecturers. So we'll identify the lecturers who are good in coaching, good in technical officials, and we bring them. And we train the technical officials. Like, for example, we have this event, this coming in 2 weeks' time, on the 4th of February. So, you know, it's a world athletic event. And in that world athletic event, for us to get it the next year, we must use the right officials. The event must be run in the right course, the right distances, and those technical officials must really be technical. So, you know, in Africa or here, everybody wants to officiate.
Yeah.
Even volunteers. Instead of them saying, now we want to be volunteers, they want to officiate. They will say, hey, can you make me an official? You cannot make this guy an official, because I can relate in football. You have the referee. And that referee is not everybody. It's not the guy you just pick there. And he must be trained. But because ours, in athletics, there are so many.
Trained and qualified.
Trained and qualified. So that they make the judgment. They have to go through a certain course. So these are the courses now which we organize. So in those courses, the higher you go, the tougher it gets. You must get 100%. Because if you are a technical official and an infringement has been made, you cannot second guess. You cannot say, oh, you know, you compromise. You don't compromise. You apply the rule. So this guy who's applying the rule must understand the rule completely. So for them, when we train them and we test them, they must get 100%. You cannot get the guy who has gotten 50% to come and officiate in such an event now. World event. Because he might make the wrong, he might disqualify somebody.
Yes.
I think it's us. First of all, my age now. My age qualifies me to be a leader now, or an elder.
Yes, an elder.
Yeah? So we have a few elders now, because I'm in the 60s. I'm heading to 60 now. So this is that age is a blessed age, because people they will listen to you a little bit. So I'm very happy, because most of the time people, when they need consultation, they will look at us and say, Ibrahim was an athlete, Ibrahim is successful, so maybe he has something he can impart. So I think we are very positive in the community. The community look at us when they want to brag about the community. They will say, even Ibrahim is Ibrahim, you know, Kenyan religion which was there, or the Kalenjin or the Nandi, they used to pray the sun. Before Christianity came, before Islam came. So Islam came and found us. Yeah? So I know Islam is minority. That does not qualify somebody now to ask me why I became a Muslim. Yes? Because we are minority.
Yeah.
People should not say, hey, why are you? Because now the African religion, which was praying the sun, is the minority. So maybe you should be asking the question, how come you ask those ones who are not Christian or Muslim, why are you not Christian or Muslim?
Because we don't know them at the moment.
Yeah, they are there.
Yeah.
They are there.
They are there. Yeah.
And even I saw the other day our father, our pastor, who converted back into the traditional religion. So those traditional religions are there, and these are the minority now, not Islam.
Yes.
In Africa, the biggest religion in Africa is Muslim. It's only in Kenya that majority are Christians, and I grew up in a Christian. So people, I'm not upset that such question is asked, because it's very normal.
Yeah.
They will wonder, hey, how did this name Ibrahim? 1984, I was among the top 10,000 meter runners in this country. I was running well. I was beating the 10,000 athletes. But somehow, some of those people who are doing the selection believe I was not a Kenyan, because I was based in the US. And because of my name, maybe, if I would have gone to 1984 Olympics, which was in Los Angeles, maybe I would have done well. But you see now, the people here did not believe I was a Kenyan, a Kalenjin. So, but when I ran in 1987, and they saw Ibrahim Hussein, then now, kumbe huyo, this guy is a Nandi. I'm a Nandi kabisa.
So and you were denied an opportunity because of the name?
No, that's what I believe, but I don't want to say authoritatively that I was denied. I was not given a chance to come and compete during the trials. But the story is that, the people who are in the position to select at that time didn't believe I was a Kenyan, because they saw Ibrahim Hussein running. He must be a Somali, he must be somebody from Djibouti, he must be, yeah.
I'm not the only one confused.
You are not confused. So it costed me a little bit, because I was beating a lot of guys in 10,000 meters. So if you see, this is when I started running road races, and I was doing very well, especially in that distance, 10,000 and 12K road race. So if I would have gone to Olympics, I think I would have done well, yeah. But because of that name now, it really, which is very bad, because you see, Joseph, Matthew, Elijah is just as good as Ibrahim, Mohammed, Yusuf. These names are just religious names, and these religions came and found us, and we believe in those religions. So where I come from, the community I come from, or the area I come from, majority of them are Muslims. My father was a Muslim, my mother was a Muslim, grandmother was a Muslim, both grandmother. It's only my grandfather from the father side who was a traditionalist, yeah? And but these other ones were Muslims. So I'm not a Muslim who converted because he went to Saudi Arabia or somewhere. I'm an indigenous, I'm a Muslim from home. Mine is to encourage the athletes. I know we are passing through a very tough time. Kenya has been classified as Class A in doping. So this is an area really which we all need to address, and we need to get out of that Class A. You see, majority of the athletes, we have the best athletes in the world. We have the depth. Most of the athletes, middle and long distance, come from Kenya. If you compare to these other countries, I think we have the depth. And we have very clean athletes. If we can find a way of really, if you feel like you are not the best athlete, get some other work to do. Get some other job. In sports, you can be in sports, you can be a manager, you can be a coach. You can be an excellent coach. But if you start now taking the prohibited substances, you are going to taint the sport. And you see the testing system now is so good, such that nobody can escape. You cannot escape. So you can cheat yourself that I can do it and then I'll escape. There are so many testers now who are going around testing these people, and you'll be surprised, you'll be caught. So I'm encouraging them, please, There are some other areas you can get into, like coaching, like being technical officials, like even getting into federations as leaders. There are so many ways you can get out of this country and earn a living. You can go to school and study, be well. I mean, you might even be a professor. Who knows? Don't just concentrate and say running is life and death.
I want to be an athlete.
Yeah,
Right.
because if you approach it that way, then this is where you invest being an athlete, and then once you find out that you are not that good, you want to get some help in the wrong way. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.